Did Jesus really feel abandoned on the cross, or was he revealing something deeper? As Jesus hung on the cross, suffering the weight of the world's sin, he cried out in agony, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Matthew 27:46, Mark 15:34. Many have wondered, was this a cry of despair, or was there something more? Those who stood beneath the cross, the Pharisees, the priests, and the Jewish people, would have recognized these words. They were the opening line of Psalm 22, a prophetic psalm written by King David nearly 1,000 years before Jesus' crucifixion. But this was no random psalm. Psalm 22 vividly describes the suffering of the Messiah. "They have pierced my hands and my feet." Psalm 22:16. "They divide my garments among them, and for my clothing they cast lots." Psalm 22:18. Everything happening to Jesus at that moment had already been foretold in Scripture. The Roman soldiers cast lots for his clothing. His hands and feet were pierced. He was surrounded by mockers. Jesus wasn't just crying out in despair. He was pointing them to prophecy. But the psalm doesn't end in sorrow. As you read further, Psalm 22 shifts from suffering to victory. "All the ends of the earth shall remember and turn to the Lord." Psalm 22:27. Jesus' cry from the cross wasn't just about his suffering. It was a declaration, a reminder, a message of hope. He was fulfilling the Scriptures, and his suffering would lead to salvation for all who believe. The cross wasn't the end of the story. The forsaken one would rise again, and through him we are never forsaken.